Welcome back to, finally, the ninth installment of Sex, Drugs, and Legendary Tales. Um, to new viewers, hello, and to just everyone. I hate to start the stream off like this, but I'm playing this because I just really need help. I'm not I can tell that I am on the point of dissociation, just really right on the edge there. Because this past year has been so depressing that and both being in lockdown, at an institution, a mental place for 12 days. I cannot tell you how awful that was. We could not go outside at all. And even the view I had, some of the rooms, I was the room that was closest to them, of course, because I was the most extreme. Just like the previous time that I had been emergency rushed, literally in a fucking a cage. You should see how these police cars are built for possible mental patients. Well, let me explain to those who don't know. Once again, I get tired of telling people this, and that's why I'm walking in circles and not doing anything, because I really need to vent. And I don't even remember what I'm doing. Let me check. But anyway, okay. Again, for those that are new, and maybe even to those that are returning viewers, which I know is very few. I can read the I can tell quite vividly from the analytics, although they haven't been great for a while. But that's in a big part because I know that YouTube censors me because I am a very controversial channel. Even my name is controversial. God, you cannot say any of my channel is called is technically sex, drugs, and self-destruction. Although yes, I decided to when I do gaming streams change self-destruction into the name of the game. There's a specific reason I did that, and it's because it's controversial. It stands out. And people watch it out of curiosity. It was when I started this, which was a long time ago. For how long and how many videos I have put on this channel. Although, I'm not saying that this is by any means anyone's fault but mine or ours. Oh, I haven't even gotten to that. Okay, to new viewers especially. To new viewers, I have dissociative identity disorder. And to those who don't know what that is, it means I have split personality, in other words. It used to be called multiple personality disorder, which everybody recognizes, but they changed it because it doesn't quite fit truly what it is like to have. For one thing, and something I forgot to put this in the title, which I was going to tonight. I was going to, like, and I should probably say right now, this is, besides being very stoned, I have a cannabis card, so, and I can get some really, like, nice, so I can get some really nice stuff, like, it was, in this case, it's extract, so it's, and it's top of the line, it's so good, but anyway, what was I saying? God, this is something I should warn you about, is with DID, or dissociative identity disorder, like, I will have my thoughts completely mapped out, or our thoughts. They are, like, the only way to describe it is multiple layers of thoughts at various sound levels and voices, different voices, and discussing different things, as well as communicating with each other. But we can also communicate just by thought alone, which, I mean, makes sense. We do share a brain. But make no mistake, these alters and such in our system, which we call the Pretty Hate machine, named after Nine Inch Nails' first album, because we just love that name for one thing, and it's one of our favorite albums of all time, and Nine Inch Nails / Trent Reznor's one of my all-time favorite bands. I've seen them 4 times in concert. One time with Bauhaus, it was awesome. Even if the audience was, like, so disrespectful. Like, this was in Boise, Idaho, and I will go off on tangents. Different alters will go off on different tangents, and I'm trying to multitask here, but it's failing miserably. I'm trying to see if I have any skill points, and I always forget how to do that. Oh, right there. Okay, no, I don't. So, what am I doing? My quests. Okay. Quests. We've gotten really far in this game, haven't we? But I got lots to say tonight, or we. And just to get started, when I say we, I don't mean that as like a pronoun or some bullshit woke anything, which I've said this before and I'll say it again. Understand, woke people. I hope you see the air quotes, because I'll explain later, but it has to do with the definition of woke and what it really means, and yeah, I'll get into it later. But anyway, by the way, this is why you will most likely see different alters come out overtly. Something that people don't know about dissociative identity disorder / multiple personality disorder. If anyone didn't get that before, fuck, my mind's going blank again. No, stop. What was I saying? Those something missing DID. Oh, thank you. When we get to those, there are some benefits to DID, like being reminded of what I was saying, which was, shit, I'm going to forget it again. Let's see, those with DID. Fuck. Okay, could someone tell me, remind me again, what was I saying? Um, oh, yeah, thank you. Um, we we people expect us to be overt all the time and be able to just like call an altar and them, take over and stuff like that. Where no, ow, fuck. I have some nicotine gum in my mouth, which I love the chewing motion, but my teeth, my tooth shredded my gut, part of my gum by biting down on it really hard. Like yesterday, and I just bit down on it fucking again, really fucking hard. Oh. Anyway, we again, not a pronoun, and why something about being offended by this woke. Anyway, let's keep on focus here. Well, one of our points is we are tired of so many people calling themselves, having the audacity to call themselves, or how's it phrased? Like, what's the proper phrase? Identifying as, like I thought about even asking this as a stupid question, like, no way nobody would ever do that. But apparently someone has. Like, say, identifying as a black person, without actually being one, which I guess a woman did and became quite popular or something, but backfired on her not somehow. Obviously, it was going to backfire. But anyway, considering how diverse and important diversity is, where is the representation for the less than 1% of us that have this incredibly dysfunctioning, I'm starting to change right now, so I'm having a hard time, because I'm starting to get triggering, and I'm blank slated again. Okay, triggering. We are the only ones that are those of us that have this disorder are the only ones that should be allowed to use they, them, are, us, we, etc. We are truly different. You see, this is how DID is a completely trauma-based disorder. And I'm trying not to go off on a sob story here. I hate to get into this, but people do need to recognize, because for one thing, I do know a lot of people that actually want the disorder. They think that, they see movies and such and just think that it's cool and it would be awesome. Especially Fight Club, which is actually one of my favorite movies, and I actually think one of the best portrayals of it. mostly because he, like, people don't understand why we don't get, or how we wouldn't know we had the disorder until late in our lives. Like, for one thing, it's the stigma around it. Nobody has that disorder. It's only 1%, which I guarantee it's higher than that. I guarantee it. But there's so little known about it that doctors and the medical industry disputes its authenticity, even though there's scientific proof that it is a real disorder where there are real personalities, because from birth, because from such a young age in our development, if something extremely traumatic happens, like the most common is being like child molestation, which is what happened to me, followed by neglect for literally my entire childhood. So, and not to mention, okay, listen, wokesters, my dad is homosexual, and a slut at that. He has slept with thousands upon thousands, if not, and I'm not exaggerating here, if not tens of thousands or more. He has slept with so many people and done so many, like, he's done everything. But anyway, I love my dad to death. He unfortunately has HIV, which luckily he takes very good care of. He is very OCD, so he takes a lot of care of his body and such. But it's very expensive medication, and I could go into big pharma right now. The people that, for example, insulin was sold to them for, I don't know if it was directly to them or what, but I know it was sold for literally, I think, $1, maybe like $1.25 and something. I don't remember, but something ridiculously low. And what happened? Shit, my brain. No. Shit. I'll remember in a minute. Just give me a minute. I've got to focus. And why do I? Let's see. How do you do that again? Oh, what button was it? Fuck. Okay, that's to do that. Sorry. This game is so like I wish you guys need to see it in VR. I know that in 2D, I know that on the screen what you're viewing is like, it's not what the game really looks like. I mean, that looks like something from the early PC years. I mean, like very early. And it's like, no. You have to be in the game to, like, I mean, no, it's not the absolute best looking VR game by any means, but it is actually really so much better. Like, words can't describe how much different it looks on screen or in VR than, oh god, than whatever you are currently viewing. Shit, wrong. Yeah, wrong. I know, I haven't, there's a lot that I started that I haven't finished yet, but I'll get to it. I need to be reminded what it was first. Okay, I need to go to the goblins. God, what was I saying though? I need to, why don't, I should probably have my shield out. Where's it? Maybe I should, oh wait, I can't put my shield there, can I? I swear the goblins are like that way. Like, I really don't want to play anything or do anything. I'm so, like, I've literally just been in bed for days on end. Like, I mean, I still brush my teeth and take care of myself, but I don't like getting dressed. I'm literally wearing pajama bottoms right now. Like, like something happened, which I started talking about in previous streams, or previous streams. No, oh my god, I'm just like, I need a head change. I'm trying to get into ketamine therapy but I mean, I was, oh shit, what the, oh wait, but, like, since I've had several doctors diagnose me as, for one thing, like, either a drug addict, like I'm abusing my medications, which is what disability keeps saying, which is something like another trigger, because I have been like, yes, okay, some of my medications are like pretty strong narcotics, yes, but I do not abuse them at all. Often I have overlapping like extras. One time, like, well, no, not just one time. There's like several times I was completely off. I wasn't taking Adderall at all. But one time, in the past, like, I don't know, 10 years, I made my Adderall, one month Adderall prescription last for 6 months. That's how little I took it. I would go a while without taking it, because I don't know, like, I don't remember quite why. It changes depending on alter, like, and if I'm hijacked, which, for those who don't know what being hijacked means, it means it's when an alter basically takes over the driver's seat and takes control. So you're either basically stuck as a passenger watching, or knocked out in the trunk, not even knowing what's going on, then waking up after going to your employer's, like, apparently after a night of going to your employer's restaurant, and it's breaking in, yes, but breaking in by somehow getting the keys and knowing exactly which key to use, which I did not know how the keys worked at this particular place, because although I had worked there for a very long time and could get away and have gotten away with literally, I mean, breaking into the goddamn place, the cops didn't even come, for God's sakes. And I was there for hours, and I was just running around and doing, like, my alters were just, like, I have some memories of it, because in this case, I was like a side. Well, it's more like I was in the back seat this time because there were actually two in front. And you may laugh at this, but understand that altars can be, they are formed based on the like survival that we need, but in combination with like, well, our environment, everything, like it's a kind of an evolutionary thing. It is like we basically evolved to, I mean, without a our persona doesn't shatter. It evolves without becoming whole, like what a normal air quotes if the camera can't see me, normal, not that being abnormal is bad. I prefer to be a fucking freak than be normal, to be honest. But anyway, shit, my memory, hold on. Abnormal. Rewinding, processing, buffering. We were triggered by something or something, I don't know. Fuck, what was I talking about? Like, cause my brain just died a while ago, I still haven't gotten oh god, that's right, I'm almost dead. Shit. No. Shit. No. I'm going to die, dude. I'm going to die. Yeah, Whew. Okay, I need to eat or drink or whatever. Brain freeze, reset. I call it reset. Oh man. Oh, what was I saying? Just right before that. I'll remember. This way. Damn, this game actually is like fairly, like pretty physically demanding. I love it. I mean, not, like it's not too bad, but it's not exactly something. Oh shit! I haven't drank anything. What the fuck am I doing? I'm just running into. I gotta get out of here. Let's see. Circle. No. What am I doing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh god damn it. Well, wait, no, I don't. Where is... Do I not have any potions or anything? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. So stupid. Let's see. Do I have any last time? How much? This one? Is it this? Yeah, I think it's one. I'll do one of those. I should have done this when I was back in town. I can use the portal. Oh, that didn't. I love that. Okay, firstly, sit by the fire and let's see, what were we talking about? The numerous times I have forgotten how many different stories have I started that I only got maybe if halfway through. I know when I tell a story, I go off on tangents, and I'm also very generally very detailed. Like I go into a lot of detail, just because, like, okay, partially, when I was, like, one of the first altars that I remember, I didn't know it at the time. I felt like after finding out and knowing that I have DID for sure, after I met her name is Liz, Lisbeth, LIS, capital S, BETH. And by the way, yes, I understand how woke I sound right now talking like this, but this is, and listen up, wokesters. This is a real disorder that you guys completely ignore. You take out, you act like you can be what we literally are. That you can be you can say your pronoun like in my previous stream, and as I do identify, just to humor y'all, you silly young wokesters. And let me get into the whole woke thing in a little bit, where because of DID, I'm like all extremes and everything in between. That is one advantage that we have over it's like we have a multi-core processor. No offense, and I don't mean makes us more powerful or whatever, but in some ways it does, because it's insanely easy for us to, we can win any debate. Just try me, really. I could run for president with how fucking good we are at debating, because we can see from every perspective, and not only that, we can see the numerous ways in which when you can see from the other person's side, when you actually put yourself in the opposition's the opponents, and if you're debating someone, an opponent, I guess you would call them, I don't know, whatever. But when you can see every side and literally see from their side, and not just their side, multiple angles of their side, if that makes sense. There's numerous. And all sorts of different ways that you could come back at whatever the fuck the other person says, while also going back to different, just numerous different sides and different routes of how different conversations and different debates could go. Just like, and it precedes our inner voices. It is instantaneous, and in fact, it is a little. It's literally like, I want to say before instantaneous, but that doesn't make any sense. It's like you can you see it certain like I've predicted every way people will move on live videos, for example, and get it right down to every, okay, not every hair, because we wouldn't have the same hair, blah blah blah, but we can emulate voices, and like we can rap, we can emulate voices. We're nowhere as good. We're not as good as the original product because we lack the experience to the numerous artists and such that might actually know of me. Because also, to anybody watching, I may only have a subscriber base on here of like 325-ish, but it should is 3. Oh shit! What was I saying? It was important. It's always the most important part. It's basically the gist of what I'm saying, like the punchline for a joke, but being serious, I saw the opposite ish. I guess the opposite would probably be like crying. So doing something that makes someone sad. Oh no, fuck! Can I not like use this shit? Like I put it, no, it's gone. What a waste! Fuck! Whatever. I guess I could load from a previous save. It's not like I've done anything. No. How can I just let's see, what was I saying? See, once again, like, it's always the most important part. It's the climax. It's literally orgasmic. And like literally orgasmic. It like, I know that if I could just get to it, you guys would be like, oh my god, that makes complete sense. He's so right. I guarantee it. And I guarantee that I could I guarantee, and I really need your guys' help with this. I need subscribers, and I know I'm trying. Okay, my current plan to get out of this hole that I've been in, my most recent hole, which has been like arguably the worst, like 4.5-ish years of my life. But at least, like they weren't too bad for like a while, but part of that reason was because, well, no, okay. So, one year, I nearly starved. God, that goes back to like 2018, 2019. I've just had, like, I've almost died. I do have actual streams proof. When I was playing Rec Room on the original PSVR, of like when like this time, like I would just pass out, a blackout out of nowhere. Just one moment, I would be there. I would be I like I was walking to work for one day, for example, or in this case, I was playing, which you can go look up. Like I don't remember the name of the video, but damn, which one was it? You can hear me like me kind of go like exhale, like go like that, which I could. It's one thing I could remember, but then all of a sudden, like you can tell that I fall or something. You can tell something is going on. Like that I think it's pretty obvious that I'm falling, and then from my point of view, I just remember blackness. I remember that blackness. And then I remember, and just like every time, and then I would remember or just suddenly open my eyes, and I'd be down on like completely flat on my back on the floor, and I'd have no idea why. I still have no idea why. I still I know most people would go to a doctor or something. And there are numerous times I should have. Well, no. There's a reason I don't go to doctors. Several reasons. God complex. Like, don't get me started on the goddamn horror. Like, especially when in regards to mental health. See, I guarantee, like, anyone woke is watching this. They're like, I don't get this guy. He says he's anti-woke, but he is clearly woke, right? Because these are the things that we agree with, or would agree with, or whatever. But like at least most of us, and there are levels and variations in wokeness. But in the room, like so many, just like the Bible, for woke people, here you go. Religion gets, trust me. If you watch my channel, I roast religion but I roast all religion, not just Christianity, which, okay, now I was raised, well, not raised, no I was. I started out Mormon, but after my dad left, it was before we found out he was gay. I don't remember what age I was when I found out he was gay. I'm the one that figured it out. My mom had asked me if I knew what was going on because my dad had just been on the phone. My dad had hung up on her, and she was worried he was going to commit suicide. So I was right there, and she asked me if I knew what was going on, and I just said, I was just like, Dad's gay? And she's like, yes, we really need to go check on him. So we went and drove to see if he was alright, and I mean, he was, but yeah. So that's another thing, wokesters, is I grew up with I know more gay people by far more gay people, more lesbians. The only, really, the only girl, which is ironically who was my wife for a few months, less than a year, probably about 6 months. She supposedly cheated on me, but I question if she really did, and I know people are might take that as don't try to cope, man. She totally was, and to be honest, for one thing, it was so long ago that I don't give a fuck anymore. If she did or not, I know that I'm far better than her and much more attractive. My God, I cannot believe that. Even right now, with my hair as long as it is, since I don't want to, since I don't go out nearly as much, or I don't, you know what? My life has been to the point where I look forward to fucking dentist visits because I'm one of the I have a lot of very masochistic alters. I mean, we've literally slit our throats before, our throat. We have split our throat several times. And our arms and different parts of our body are nice. I guess I don't need tattoos really. I mean, I do have one, well, technically two, but it looks like it's one, which I got from the person that did the tattoo. Now they weren't in the cartel, but the guy that him and the guy that I smoked meth with, which was the tattoo guy and the guy from the cartel, his cousin. He wanted to sell me a gun for $500, but people don't understand how I survived a lot of the weird shit I've been through, and even scared him. He was scared of me. He would not let me even come near the clip. Because I had my way of defense was very Joker-like. It was, I laughed hysterically the entire time I got my tattoo. And it was it wasn't in a particularly painful spot. It's just on my wrist, probably one of the least painful places you could do it. But I mean, I was laughing hysterically. It still does hurt. It feels about the same as a razor blade going down your skin. If I could show my arm right now, it's more scars than it is really, it is made up of scars. To the point I have a deformity that I can turn into a face and make an animate, which I will show at some point, which I've shown on previous streams, because I cut through my tendons and everything that go to my pinky and my ring finger. Wait, what? What was I? Shit, no. My memory just died, so I don't know. What happened to them? What? Oh, why? What? Why was I? Fuck. Pinky and ring finger. What? See? And it was right when I was getting to the point. Like, literally 3 or 4 words away. It really pisses me off, and I'm dying, and because I just have a lot to say and get off my back, like, chest, because I am not in a good spot, guys. I'm not kidding. I really need your help. I'm going to succeed. It's death or success for me. And I know that, I'm not doing nearly, like, the high quality or high production value stream, as high of a production value stream as I could. I'm just using, my PS5, the camera that you can get, the cam you can get for it, a really awesome green screen, which I have so many of. Like, that's one thing that, like I've bought so many things to make a high production value, like streams and such, but I don't utilize it nearly enough. That's one of my biggest problems, and I'm not consistent enough. Well, we aren't. We have trained ourselves not to say we, because pronouns. If anyone doesn't know, that's me doing an impression of the one guy that I'm sure everyone has seen when I think it was about Starfield, and he's like, pronouns. And I agree. Like, I fucking hate pronouns. But no, I love them. Because I think, okay, I've actually thought a lot about the pronouns. And how. Like, guys, I have figured, wokesters, listen. I have figured out how to make them, like, why not take it even further than you have, Why not, like, can I, for example, we need to get it, for one thing, look, I've mapped it all out. Really, I have. Or we have. It's been a collaborative effort, and we've got all your wokes back. Listen. Why you are not taking it nearly far enough? This is what needs to be done. Okay. We need it. Yes, we. Because I do. You know what? By the definition, which, go look up right now, if you're woke, or non-woke for that matter, and don't know the definition, look the actual definition up. And then, especially to the wokesters, look up the definitions within that definition. Look at the word equality, or equal, or variations of it. Study it. Learn it. Get to know what it really means. And then, let's see, shit, my mind is... It's like on Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon. If anyone's seen it that is watching this, I'm sure everyone, well, I don't know, God, fuck, who knows. When that dog was, that like, there's a trail, and it has a brush for a head, and it's like sweeping away the trail, both in back of her and in front of her. It's like that. I can see the words, I can see the trail, and it just starts, it erases. It's black, and it just goes black, and like chunks of it just go out, like literally like squares, like if you're on a video game, or I don't know, just like chunks, and the timing, sometimes it can be slow, sometimes oh, my bow, oh my god, where's my bow, where's my fucking bow? Oh, this is a legendary bow. Okay? I thought I lost it. Shit. No. See, okay. I was talking about this very thing. The words, the trail vanishes. Like, yes, and the timing can be different, and parts can, like, pieces of it can stay like frames of a movie. If anyone here has played Xenogears, think of the repeating footage of Faye kicking a soccer ball or something with a ball, I believe. And it plays over and over, and he doesn't know why. Okay, for those who don't know, okay, and I'm going to give out huge spoiler warning for one of the best stories in gaming ever told. Faye finds out that he has dissociative identity disorder, or I guess like him and the crew do. And even like, it's amazing because even back then, this was like 1997 or 1998. Even back then in the game, they use the term, the correct DSM diagnosis name, dissociative identity disorder, instead of multiple personality disorder. So, I mean, it's been a while since they changed it from multiple personality disorder to dissociative identity disorder. But I'm just killing things and doing nothing. I need to go to the goblin area, but anyway, I need to heal. Oh, shit, I don't really have anything to heal, do I? I need to go back to I have enough help to get a little ways. What was I going to say? No. Happens constantly. I mean, we are still, well, I mean, it's kind of wearing off, but, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell anymore. Like, I'd like some LSD, like, something like people. I think there are actually some drugs that are beneficial for people like myself with disorders that are just so insanely debilitating. Well, also, like, okay, I've got to say, yes, guys, they like. I mean, it's a more debilitating disorder than you can quite imagine, and I know that a lot of like guys mostly, and girls too, some like they actually would like to have this disorder. And yes, there are definitely advantages, like I pointed out already. What is it? Debating. We're literally, like, we are unstoppable when it comes to debating. I mean it. I want people to hit me, like, as hard as they fucking can. As hard as they fucking can. And by the way, one of my most prominent, and by prominent I mean, like, the second altar that, like, really I let himself be known. He didn't really introduce himself to me. He more just kind of let himself be known, like I said. Was a literal version of Tyler Durden. So Brad Pitt, basically, from Fight Club. And, I mean, he looks the exact same. He's 32 years old. I think he's 30 in the movie, but he says he is 32, so, I'm going, like, I'll listen to him, but he has gotten me, well, yeah, we got into some trouble. I did lose my job, but I didn't get arrested, I got arrested once, but that was the night after, because, fucking cops, God. So, cops, like, if you're watching, and you're like, or if anyone on this, or anyone that's watching is like, cops are good people, blah, 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 okay. Now, this is based on my opinion of throughout my lifetime, based on the amount of cops I've dealt with or known in my life. I actually have had friends as cops, or cop friends or whatever. And I do make sure to somehow reward really good cops. Like, but at the same time, like when I was recently illegally arrested, I mean, well, not recently, sort of recently, in the past 5 years, which, or, well, about 4.5 years, I think. Either that or 5.5. Well, again, technically, it was around 2018, 2019 when I first, like, was starving to death. Like, literally, I was literally starving to death. Nobody at work, like, okay, no, I take that back. 2 people at work, the same place that I, broke into, somehow, using their key. Like I said, I don't know how I got it, anything like that. I also hid all my money and a bunch of other shit there that took them months to find. My knives as well, which are still gone because they took them away from me when I went to the asylum place the year before this last one. So yes, every year has had some kind, and worst of all, my brothers, whom, oh fuck, my shield is gone. Did I die? No, I just don't have my shield. What the fuck is, oh, it's right here. Why, did I just drop everything or what? Why? Oh god. What did I do? I don't care. I'm busy, like, trying to tell people things, and I think I just forgot what, I think I just forgot what I was saying. Jesus! It was partially your fault. Okay. See, switching does this. Come on, guys. What was I saying this time? If you can remember, I'm talking to them. The voices in my head, they're real. They are real. Like they have read about the woman that that's blind, but can see as different alters. Like really, it's amazing what the mind can do. And like my favorite scene in Moon Knight, which I honestly consider to be possibly my favorite MCU anything and character. In the DCU or whatever, it would be the girl from Doom Patrol that also has the ID, and every different alter can do something different, and she has, I think, 66 of them. And one of them, like, one of my favorites is how, yes, she can, I know, it's woke, but she can literally use words as weapons, but in a much, like, the words will come out as, like, literal razor blade, like, the razor blade, like, sharp versions, like, they will be the words themselves, but like razor sharp, like literally like razor blades or something like that. And I think that's one of her powers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but see, I do like some woke things, which is okay. Before, you know what? Since again, to people that are new. Oh wait, no, wrong arm. I use a bow in real life, so I do. I know it's a tiny bit, but I have very rarely been able to use my bow. I tried in the backyard once and found out that that was a very bad idea. But anyway, shit, I'm going to die. Shit. Here, put swing. Shield. Oh, I can sort of think I can sort of picture what I was saying. Don't leave me. Oh, and I died too. Right, like that kind of, I think that kind of erased what I was saying. What I was saying again. Ugh. What was it? Jesus Christ. I hate it when this happens. What was I saying? Oh my god. I cannot finish. This is a problem. Like, watching me, like, I go through these conversations in my head even before I stream them. Like, I basically repeat what I talk about with my alters. So, but, like, especially, like, if when I switch, my mind just, it erases everything. And it's when I start getting, I've noticed, yes, when I reach a certain, like, point of being triggered, and yes, I sound so fucking woke, see? But, that's what, yes, okay. Well, one of the, how many things now? My bow! Oh, it's gotta be there. I hope. God. Okay. Woke. Oh, what was I saying? Okay, anti-woke first. What was it? Because, again, like, people who, I don't know why I'm using this, but whatever. Asshole. Oh, I haven't seen you do that. They did update the game. Maybe that's something they did, is added more variety to their techniques and such. Anti-woke people to the extreme, like, the right, I guess you could say. Because you got, the laws of the universe, everything has the opposing, blah blah blah, etc. Anti-woke people at the extreme right, you guys, okay, you don't need to freak out, like, over everything that has something gay, you said you don't ever use the word you during a debate. I'll give you that as a tip. And I just broke that rule. Anyway. Okay. When a game has something like a homosexual relationship in it, or anything like that, if it is a well-written game with a good story, like, okay, and then I'm actually talking about like The Last of Us and Horizon Zero Dawn. The Last of Us, personally to me, like that in particular. My cousin would disagree, but he's one of those woke people that is woke in quotation marks. They're the ones that are they like. Let me try to think of the way that one of my authors phrased it. Like, well, the way that the sentence structure needs to be phrased for the point to really get across, and then a grammatical analysis of said like sentence or statement, whatever. Hold on, let me think. What was it they said? Well, first of all, it's not just like it's listen. This is how you need to think. So for one thing, I use the word you, and I just told you, let's analyze from, like, let me flip to the other side of that perspective. If someone said that to me at to start a debate or whatever off, I would already be triggered. If I were like a wolf or something, hair on my back would be standing up already. I'd be ready to pounce from a statement just like that. And yes, see people, that's how words can be used as weapons, right? Right? Well, hold on. If you let them have that power, yeah. If okay, I say it again. If allowed to have that power, for one thing, that power, quotes again. Oh, I need to finish they do remind me eventually. Finish my my map, like let's say roadmap, yeah, roadmap of like the democratic strategy, especially if Kamala wins. Or no offense, but I mean, like, this is, like, I hate to say, but I'm not going to, I hate that phrase, and I'm not going to use it because I don't hate to say it. It's just something that I know, just saying will give people this image that they cannot will not that I'm basically Hitler, and therefore why should I even give him the chance to speak his mind and voice his opinion, or allow people to have any identity at all, which is going to be part of the roadmap for the Democrats, okay? Which is taking your woke shit to a whole new level. in like literally with laws, meaning I can smoke peyote because I identify as a peyote cactus, or if I have to, I mean, no offense, I would love to be like, you call words, wow, woo, okay guys, remember words, like even things that when are said, you know, just off the cuff, especially, don't, you, like, if you see the bump ahead, like, oh god, that's going to sound racist. Because, let me finish, let's rewind. So I said something like, which I'd hate, and then I went on to, and it was about a particular race. I'm not going to just repeat which one, just because doing that will already, just hearing the word alone will already instill the, like, the less you know, the better, basically. Or the less you hear, the, whatever. You know what I'm saying, I think, I hope. The word alone, one word contains everything. No matter, and it, like it's to the point where it's so that it's become impossible to say something 100% of the time, like even these days, 10% of, okay, I don't know how much, but a lot, okay? But, okay, words, which, yes, I'm sure wokesters are getting off on, because I'm explaining exactly the stuff that y'all can't, right? Like, I'm a better debater at like, the stuff you guys, that, oh, yes, used you twice. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, okay, so basically what I would have said would have sounded racist towards a particular group because of how I worded it. Because I used hate, and then without enough of a pause or enough of like you can't see my facial features. I didn't add enough like emphasis to certain parts of the word. You know, there's so many things that factor into how the potency and to what a word will convey to a person, like, and the order in which they're arranged, of course, which is where I really screwed up. And I know that woke people, again in quotes, woke people, look up the definition once again so you know what it really is, because I actually do consider myself the epitome, and look up that word if you don't know what it means, of woke, okay? But the trouble is even just by saying that, oh god, I've broken like one of my biggest, one of the biggest problems. Like, that's the thing, is You can't be just ultra woke because you're breaking that whole. Oh, I am an authority on all these matters. I know race, you don't. That is just what I did. And yes, I have dissociative identity disorder. And I know this is going to probably piss some woke people off. We, and they particularly are scared for me to even tell people, and we don't tell a lot of people because of that, and which we shouldn't. They have to stay in the closet because wokesters are too racist to. And I'll explain the racist why and how, and just how bad it is. But let's see, what was I saying? Wokesters, nobody do. Okay. Like I said, I would be furious if I was on the other end of already reading something like what I said a while ago. Like I'm remembering this conversation for some reason. But yeah, maybe I could identify as a native, with these laws, yes, I would be able to identify as a Native American. I would have, I don't know if I told you about this part of my roadmap and like my outlines of this democratic process, which you guys really should. Any Democrats watching this is where you should go into place and do what I say, like. There will be laws. It will be implemented into the government. I mean, it already is, but and schools too. But so is religion, which don't get me like. Okay, I'll get to religion, but in probably a different episode. Religion, oh boy. And when I say religion, oh God, I think I've already said this. Have I? Like, okay, now wokesters that are with hard-ons right now that I am calling out religion, especially Christianity, Mormons particularly, but anyway, but no, okay, I take that back. Not particularly Christianity, although the pedophilia is really the thing that, okay, I put pedophiles at the very bottom, then rapists. They're pretty much like rapists and pedophiles are at the bottom to me. I consider murderers to be above them. I consider cannibals to be above them. Unless the cannibals like molested them or anything. Truly, as a product of molestation, pretty severe at that, which is, I guarantee, what made it so I didn't form a full personality. So I have multiple, just. But something people don't get is that they disappear, or they not disappear. They leave. It's very annoying, and they almost always do it. Like after they have made an ass out of me, and I'm like in jail, or although that's different. That like I know that I could have won that cop in court. Like, I guarantee he got in trouble. Like, I kid you not, I swear to God, this cop, he used a different badge, different name tag when I called the cops because okay, for one thing, my alters were like really fucking with me at the time, and I thought that, oh my god, so complex. The past years have been so bad. I mean, I was tortured. Okay, I literally thought that there were nanomachines in my blood controlling my brain, and my brain was being controlled by like numerous people. Like all my neighbors were secretly FBI agents, and like they were going to frame me for and like the thing, like I can remember having this like screaming at general authorities, and something that people don't understand is when we have like hallucinations or and yes, people that have DID can experience delusional shit too and hallucinate and all that, just like schizophrenia. But anyway, I just say that because I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia numerous times. Like they do not even consider DID, especially if you say it, which like they will never go with a self-diagnosis. That's like one rule you can't break with doctors, right? Doctors with your god complexes, at least ones with psychiatrists. I've noticed especially, like the psychiatrist I have, the piece of shit I have, that firstly dismissed that I had DID after like not even a second had passed while I was on the when I first spoke to him on the phone. Like it was the first time we'd ever spoken, and this is how the conversation went. This is like I for some reason I had told him I had DID. Like it had something to do with, I don't know, medication. I don't know. There is no medication for DID, but I needed to talk. Like I don't remember. Oh yeah, was it Abilify? It's like, or maybe no. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember if it was an antipsychotic. I've been put on now several times. This last time ruined my like. Is part of a big part of what put me in the fucking hole I'm in. That and being in a 12-day lockdown, the 12-day lockdown at the mental place, which to this day I'm not over. It's been over a year, and I'm still not over it. Like it was that bad. They are like it. If you're not crazy when you go there, you will be crazy by the time you get out. Oh my god. But oh man, I'm just jumping all over the place with subject too. Okay, I'm like, I don't know, I'm not feeling this tonight. I don't know why. Like, I'm just not. Like, I'm not doing in a good place. I need to do this more often because I need to get back into shape. Not that I'm in like absolute worst shape. I mean, I weigh more than I ever have, but I still have some of the muscle that I gained. I stopped exercising about a year ago, and I mean I was in tip-top shape. My life just I mean, I stayed in good shape for like a good while. Like really just tip-top shit. So good. Six-pack, everything. And I was agile and I was sexy, and it's okay to, and yes, I know it sounds pretentious, but confidence, and it's okay to feel like good about yourself. Like, there's so many things I want to say to woke people and anti-woke people, which I know is, hypocritical, and it's just my opinion. I know I'm not like an authority, although, to be honest, in some ways, I'm a little more experienced with diversity because of the disorder that I have. I mean, I see, like, supposedly, quote, woke people, uh, support mental health, or, like, mental disability, right? And this is supposedly one of the rarest. I do believe it is one of the rarest, but I do not think it's just like less than 1%. I just think that, like with me, most asshole doctors, like I was saying, see, I can continue some stories or points, I think. Some doctor, or the God complex doctors, um, firstly, they will not ever let you self-diagnose. And for one thing, I didn't self-diagnose. The only reason I even thought of DID was because after my first or second, I think it was second, suicide attempt, yes, I've had several suicide attempts, and I was really close on at least one. Like, it's kind of it is a fucking miracle several times over that I'm not dead. Fuck, really. I should be fucking dead. I don't know. Like, it's especially like if you saw my wrist, especially you would know what I mean. I mean when I can cover literally the wall and the ceiling and the floor because I'm spraying blood, and be able to survive it just by, oh damn it, I need to cook this, just by, I don't know, knowing basic, like, how to treat myself. That's the thing, is we are very adept, and also, just like my therapist has said, people with DID, like myself, are very resilient. Like, we are. It's like we can survive a lot, and we're very, like, I've been able to do things as other alters, like for example, jump out my window, like a substantial way to the ground, like quite a bit, and pretty far. And like my first try ever, I did a perfect, like, tuck and roll, where, like on action movies where they do a big jump, like, and land on a place that's like really quite far down, and they basically like go into like this is how I did it too, like you go like right into a kneeling position, like exactly like a perfect kneeling position, because you need to be like perfectly balanced and straight to pull it off properly, and then you go down and roll, do a literal roll, and stop on your feet and back up and keep going. It's not something that just anyone can pull off. Like, I could not believe it. Like, oh, I was going to say earlier, on Moon Knight, one of my favorite parts, and one of my favorite parts out of any movie about like the idea and such, is when he's like in the like desert. I don't know, he's been on like that boat or something like that with the hippo or whatever, but he like talks to another version of himself that is like in the sand or something, like partially, and sticking his arm out or something, and he says, but he like dies, and then kind of starts fading away or something. But I think before he does, he says, or either while he does or before he does, he says something like, "You were always my greatest. You were always my true and greatest superpower." Like, just saying it has me tearing up because I do consider them as superpowers in a way. Because I mean, I'm so many people, and it's a zoo, but it's like that's why Jill. I mean, I almost caused a riot in jail, but that's for another time. Like, I know exactly how to cause a riot, which, honestly, a lot of people say to go and punch the biggest guy, blah, blah, blah. No. Start a riot your first day. Then you will have everybody's, except the cops, of course. Everybody's, nobody will fuck with you, especially if you do it, like, try to be Tyler. Just think how Tyler would. Laugh at pain. But really, it scares the fuck out of people. I know that I was going to say earlier that how I used to survive around, like, and scare people that were literally in the cartel. Because I mean, like, it saved my life once. I had a gun pointed to my fucking face. But the guy, like, both based on my unpredictable personality and, like, trust me when if I can command a room with my eyes and my body language alone, with very little movement. I can crush people with either just my eyes or, like, one motherfucker that, like, he really triggered me, like, by saying something really stupid, but somehow embarrassing. It had to be something really bad to get me to, like, all I did was I walked up to him, and in a voice that was murderous and like, I could tell, just like, it just commanded. It was like a superpower, because I just said move in the perfect tone, because my protectors come out and they know how to deal with these, like, they know their weaknesses. Something we are exceptional at is reading people and reading them quickly. Okay, I think I'm going to finish playing this. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm not really feeling it, dude. I feel like and I'm worried that I'm going to, like, lose my own stuff, because I keep, like, I have so many things I want to talk about. I want to do a proper stream, like, where I get on OBS and have my camera hooked to my computer, and I'm just at my desk, and, you know, I have a ton of, like, lights, and I've got my nice mic, my nice Yeti mic. I have a capture card for this. It's actually a really nice one. An Elgato HD, like, I don't know if it's the 4K one or not, but it doesn't really matter for make it with a PS5. Well, no, yeah, I think I don't know. I think there are, well, probably now. Well, it's been a while since I bought it, so technology moves so goddamn fast, which is a big reason why, don't even get me started with PCs. Another thing I can obliterate is PC, any PC, like, you know what, like, you name it. I don't even have to know, it's pretty much to the point that I know it's just so arrogant to say, At least I'm honest about that. Like, but I don't even need to know the topic, and I can win. Like it's, I just, I can, like really, I can figure things out so fast. See, we have done a pretty good job of learning a few things we've learned to do. Like we're so good, like at doing these things. And we've been so good at it our whole life. Like, I used to have a lisp, so I earned the nickname Gay Kid in like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, every grade above that. Anyway, yeah, that faggot and everything under the sun. So, to everyone all the wokesters that get offended by everything, you know the way to really have power and really like show like they show like how do I like what that nobody is like true equality. That basically is. And this is again my opinion, or our opinion. Oh, and I don't remember. Again, it's always the main point. Like, it's always when I get to the main point. Why is that? Okay, it was something, like, it was important. It was about wokeness and why, oh. Hold on, let's see. Individuality, something like that. Which is another aspect, is wanting to just make everyone a blank slab, and what, should we all just be the same skin color? And, cause, I mean, or wait, no, we wanna be able to just say what we are. And, like, I've started a little of my roadmap to the Democrats' winning solution of injecting wokeness into the world, which, okay, I'm going to be serious here for a second, although I have been serious preceding this, I guess, in a lot of ways, but wokesters, and even anti-wokesters, but wokesters for one thing, and I know how this could be debated. I could go through every thing that you could say back to me, if you'd like, and I said you again, but whatever. Wokesters, a point again. Every time I'll remember it and go away. Well, sometimes they will tell me. I don't know why they aren't now. Let's see. It's important. Like, I'm missing every goddamn important part of every. Oh, is this? Oh, okay. Wokesters. I'm only repeating that just so I can try to, like, sometimes, like, the tone and all that will trigger a series of clues to get to what I was saying. Like, if this weren't in VR, I mean, I could get on my computer and let's probably go back to camp. Oh, I am so frustrated with the world right now, guys. And you wokesters and anti-wokesters, again, the ones that go to the extreme. And by extreme, I mean, like I said, The Last of Us. I know so many people are going to probably disagree with me on this, but I think I love both The Last of Us and Last of Us Part 2 equally. And I think their endings were they both had like that same kind of gut punch. Like, the thing about those two games is they are, like, they for one thing, they were built to match a certain psychological this and that. So that's why you that's why you feel the emotion so much in those games. But the Last of Us Part 2, okay, for one thing, it wasn't, like, you could consider it woke, yes, but in the way that I think is a good fucking example. Like, I know all these people were pissed, and I can't believe you fans went and read the story when it was leaked. I did everything I could to make sure not to, and before the game even released, and I'm going to spoil some things in this, so if anyone hasn't played it, just watching, but I was terrified when they announced the sequel, because I knew that with the ending of the first one, with the lie that Joel had just said, their relationship was going to be changed forever. And I will literally start crying about this game if I talk about it, because the game means so much to me, and the story resonates so much with me. And when you have dissociative identity disorder, when you're playing these playing these characters, it's very easy to become them. You feel their emotions so intense that it's reality to you. It really is reality. So, like, when Joel dies, and if I talk about it, it's really like he died to me, to us. And I will say that they did such a good job of portraying the stages of grief and so forth. But that game is such a good story, but people complained about it for one thing, and one of the biggest things. Well, there are two big things: Joel dying, and especially that early. But guys, listen, this is pretty simple. Look what he did. The moment he killed that doctor, especially, just that whole act. What he did. He put an X on his back for the entire goddamn world. Everyone praises the first one for how grounded it was. Not just the gameplay, but the story. But then everyone complains about the second one for the very thing that they say the first one is so good, like the best thing about it. He would have died quickly. They would have found him fast, and they did, didn't they? And it makes perfect sense for her to have been the one to do it. And see, that game is part of what I love about it is it's about perspective. And okay, the second part that most fans hate is that for about half of the game you play as Abby, but you see you are just like Ellie, you're sympathetic towards her. You never think you could be. At least I was. I don't know but I still love Ellie the most, but I don't think a lot of people understood. I don't mean to, I shouldn't phrase it like that. again, words, but power of words. You damn non-woke people. Just kidding. Like, again, I'm actually, no, I don't want to even, I hate considering myself woke or anti-woke. But unfortunately, like I said, with the loss of the universe, every reaction has a reaction, and there's always an inverse pretty much. So, you guys made woke, and yes, I know you could debate that or this, and so then there's anti-woke. And this is part of what's causing the racism to get worse, okay? Because the people over here, the people that are racist, I think, are both people like Melissa McConaughey, whatever McConaughey, and yes, I mean that, you dumb cunt. And yes, I just said that. Words are powerful, aren't they? Let's see, and I'm going to be breaking on the internet and going after her and plenty of these woke fucks, because for one thing, they're in it for the money, for the fame, for the virtue signaling. They know better than us, because they have all these followers and all these people. But watch, try to be controversial like me, and I hate to say it, I don't hate to say it, but like Trump, the reason he won, and I knew what strategy he was using, was by being controversial, dropping some controversy, sprinkling it here and there, for people to blow his name up every second of the day. So he wins. You pushed him across the finish line because you couldn't tear yourselves away and oh, he's Hitler, he's going to destroy us. Oh my God. Like, yes, I would actually vote for him. And I'm probably going to. I've only voted for one person in my life. And that's Obama. And there's a reason I've only voted once in my life. And no, it's not what you're probably thinking, racist motherfuckers. Guaranteed. Probably woke people that have already put those words together and, made certain assumptions that are completely bullshit. But anyway, voted for him, thought he was a douchebag. He wasn't, I thought he was so good at speeches and such. And then I saw him when he didn't have, a teleprompter. It was like, what? And then the thing that really, when I really started to see, his personality, was when this woman was in line with him, to voting, and he was voting too, and he was on TV, and the wife's husband yells that says something to the guy, or to Obama, don't you be hitting on my girl, or something like that. And he, okay, Obama was, could have handled that situation, really, something that, okay, break for a sec, something that what people need to understand is to be able to laugh at yourself, be able to poke fun at yourself, to really go, to get edgy, and really tear yourself apart. And I think that anyone that can be racist about their own color is just as racist about everyone else. Why are those minds so fixated on color? And wow, what a diverse crowd we have. It's like you do a copy and paste for every game and movie. every character looks the same. Diversity, and then we wanted to put pronouns and take identity away completely. I'm thinking about like on Concord, how there like that one girl. She doesn't even have small breasts. She has no breasts at all. Which, you know what? If the woman is like that, fine. You know what? I actually prefer small breasts. But she has no breasts. No breasts. No. And then there's the fat one. And yes, being fat is not a healthy, it's not a good thing. And I hate it because my mom, she's not going to live as long as I would like her to because she has diabetes. Don't like now fat shaming, you know. Let's get some things straight. There's everyone can be beautiful. I do believe that. I believe that there is truly someone else. There is truly someone out there for everyone, because there are so many tastes. People love also have so many fetishes that I could go into as well. I think they're based off of things that we actually fear and all that. But anyway, and I noticed that woke people, like, they really go into their fetishes and stuff, and it's like they want everyone to know everything about them and how their furry fetish, which, like, I say that because it almost always seems to be a furry fetish. But anyway, God, it's amazing for people who whine about diversity, how much diversity is lacking. Well, what about Indians? And I don't mean Native Americans, but them too. And remember, words, be careful how they are taken, even the tone, everything, because I know how that could have just sounded. Okay? I get it. I'm not stupid. Well, no, I'm not stupid. I was going to say, but someone is, if they can't tell something like that is not on purpose. That's how things have gotten. Like, man, you should have grown up either during my childhood, like every generation says, but then also the one Gen X, which I consider myself to be, since my birthday is November 21st, 1985, so I'm 38, almost 39, God. That means I'll be almost one year later, and I'll be 10 years from 50. Guys, please help me make it to, when I want to be, we have expectations and goals that seem like incredibly unrealistic, but we're also a very low percent, the chances we're I don't know, but that both helps us but hurts us too because of our disability. DID for anyone that might just be watching this part. So dissociative identity disorder, which was blah 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 blah. Blah. Anyway, what was I saying? Damn, it's still not done. Do I still want to go and stuff? Yeah. What was I saying? Shit. Fuck again. Oh, there's so many things that I started saying that I have not even come, oh man, it was also important. Why did I have to interrupt and say the whole DID thing again? Again, I'm not feeling today, I'm just not, nothing is making me, I can't feel, I don't know, I do feel on the edge of of dissociation, as in I'm about ready to dissociate. I don't mean maybe like within minutes or hours. I mean more like maybe days or so. Like, so it's going to, but be a bit, but I worry about dissociating or being hijacked. And again, hijacking is when an alter takes my place, kicks me into another driver's seat. I hate going over, like, it's hard to explain. To anyone else out there that might have the ID, that might be watching this, which I guess the chances are pretty slim, because it's probably not going to do well, because I'm not into it right now, and I need to be, like, I guess I have done some physical things, like, but I haven't really thought a lot of things, or done what I'm supposed to. I'm not even going the right way, I'm just talking, kind of wandering around. I'm so just done. Like, my roadmap, my non-satirical democratic one, which, I mean, I will explain the whole Democrat roadmap that should be followed. I've already said a little of it, but it gets good, guys. Just wait. Really good. Oh, by the way, I'll just give you a sneak peek with one thing. One of the things that will be done is, guess what? Okay, so genealogy, if your genealogy goes back to a slave owner, regardless of race. Again, equality here, everyone. Remember equality, regardless of race. Because I don't know, I can tell that woke, again, quote, woke people, the ones that say they're woke, like to call themselves woke and all that, are authorities on it. Those people, Alyssa Mercante, etc. Well, did I just forget it? Lose my train of thought again. It's not even that. Sometimes it's switching, sometimes it's just... Hold on, let me think. Especially if I'm going to use her, like... Because there's a reason I use her name in such an offensive manner, because it grabs your attention right away, doesn't it? It's like how he says in 7, like, these days, especially these days, okay, you cannot just tap someone on the shoulder anymore. You have to, this isn't exactly what he says, but you have to hit him in the face with a sledgehammer, and you do, you really do. And saying, and again, power of words. Take all their power away, and you are invincible. That is power. Watch. Just to the wokesters out there, try it. Try, like, just remember, these are man-made things. It's a man-made structure for, conversing. Because there's more than one of us. So, I guess we needed to evolve to communicate. So, and I guess I could go from there, but knowing me, I'll go into every possible, down to the cellular, or the quantum level. It's just so, like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to play, like, I love this game. I adore it. But I'm just not, I need to get back into the shape I was. That's the first thing. Get my hair cut, finally. God. And so, like, all of this so I can start truly streaming, like, streams that are political again and such, because look, I get a lot of follows from my views when I can finish them. Like, part of it's because I'm stoned, but yeah, a big part of it is DID. Like, when I switch, a lot of the times my brain will literally, like, again, the Alice in Wonderland dog, when it's like, and it goes around her and leaves her on one square and then keeps going in front, like that. That's how it is. And then even that one disappears. Like the one she was standing on, which I don't remember if the dog in the movie, yeah, he does with his back tail, I think, wipes it clean. I don't remember exactly if he does, but I think he does with his back tail. Anyway, I think I'm going to quit playing this game. I'm just, like, honestly, I'm suicidal, but I'm not going to do anything, don't worry. I need to get my, like, I worked so hard on everything, and people don't understand how the trauma I've gone through just in the past few years, not just from real things, but from things that were hallucinations, but hallucinations that were so vivid that I literally could not tell them from reality. And, like, I was literally tortured, both physically and mentally, and I could really feel the physical pain. Like, I was held captive, like, I wasn't really, but to me it was real. You have to understand, to me, it was all real. I was held captive and tortured for hours, and I was made to sit straight, like, without blinking or fucking moving for hours by a cop in Kelly. It was the cop that arrested me illegally, but it was their altars, because I basically have an altar of everyone. Well, not exactly, but with the ID, you can kind of get, like, their personalities, like, to show up, I guess you could say. And, like, it was so real. It was so weird. But the sound was internal. It wasn't external. I mean, most of it. At least at that time, I think it was all, like, maybe some of it was. I don't know. That's the thing, is you don't know when it is real. But something really did happen to me in 2020 that triggered me so much and started these chain events. When I first met, I never said after, okay, I learned about dissociative identity disorder after my second suicide attempt, because the therapist I talked to told me I had dissociative identity disorder. I'd never heard of it. And I know I looked it up at the time, but I do not remember at all ever, like I don't remember reading that it was multiple personality disorder, or used to be. Even though, again, it's not exactly multiple personalities. It kind of is, but it, like, yes, there are real alters, and they are as real as you or me. Like, they are so real that yeah, again, I've done things that I've been able to do, things that I would never be able to do, but I've also got, like, if I didn't have this disorder, I would probably be in prison, or at least jail, because, damn, I've gotten away with some, but something did happen to me with the government. and people don't believe it, but I have so much proof. Like, but the problem is like my alters and I, like we really went out of control with it. Like we really, we. I mean, thinking we were of all our neighbors were secretly FBI agents and everything. It got bad. Oh man. But those 12 days in lockdown, like that's I would actually like to get into politics because I know I would be good. I know it. But I would. Mental health is one of the things that, like, the entire government needs to be redone. Really, it does. It needs to be simplified. There needs to be, like, things need to be, like, more efficient. So they need to clean up the structure, the organization, simplify things, make them more streamlined. People need to work, like, different branches. Every part of the government should know what the other part of the government is doing. Every single part. To the DMV, from the DMV to the IRS, to the FBI, to the CIA, to the executive branch, or legislative branch, judicial branch, and the penal system needs to completely restructured. Cops need to be completely restructured. They need to take certain kind of personality tests to see, and also they need more regulations. Like, they need to be working out on a regular basis. They need to pass basically like a mini version of the bar exam. Not like maybe not something toned down, but something like that. They also it needs to be mandatory. They all spend a certain amount of time in jail the jail and or prison in which they will be working, and I think that's actually be something they have to do continuously, like every once in a while, so they don't forget, because we need to be able to see what it's like for others, and also understand that not everyone in there might be guilty. Also, we need to make that innocent until proven guilty bullshit true statement, because as it stands, it's guilty until proven innocent. Cops need to listen to people, not profile them, and that's why we need, like, extensive personality tests. Really, I'm not joking about that. Like, we have to weed out all these bullies, these racists, because that is one area that I will always agree with when it comes to Democrats, is that the police in particular are extremely racist, extremely everything is. Like, even me without my piercings or colored hair or makeup, like I only really do one eye with eyeliner once and sometimes as a kind of Clockwork Orange reference. Not saying that little Alex is a good guy or anything. I just have always liked that look. But I used to wear I was gothic in school, so I was the first person in my school to wear makeup. So I am basically like, if I grew up, if I would be a god amongst woke people these days, or if I grew up now, because I started all for one thing, I have DID, and I really can be called and should be called we, they, them, us. It's because I actually have the disorder, which you guys are which woke the wokesters are completely disrespecting by thinking that they can just basically make up that they are what we are in real life. They don't have to go through any of the stigmas, any of the shit that we have to go through. Any of it. Any of the trauma. Any fucking of it. And it disgusts me. Like, you have no idea what the hell this has been. And you dare think that you can be what we really are? You racist, bigot motherfuckers! I am going to clean this country up, since none of you fuckers can! Jesus! Anyway, subscribe and like. I've got to get out of here. Please help me. I'm getting to the top, and I'm changing things. And those that follow me, I will reward everyone greatly, but equally. Truly equally. I'm done. Like I've got to smoke or something. Have a good day, everyone. Love you all. Come on. See ya.